You straight? You sure? All right now. So today I'm headed to a chiropractic appointment, but outside of that, working on my self care and shit. But outside of that, I was thinking about how I really love love. Like, I love love. I love relationships. I love being in love, or the feeling of like I'm in love with somebody, feeling like somebody loves me back. Like, I love all of that shit. And it's very easy for the situation that has taken place recently for me to be like, F love. Like, it's so easy for me to say that. And I try my hardest, depending on what I've gone through in these last relationships. Um, I try my hardest not to be bitter towards people, because everybody's not the same, and not to be bitter towards love. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can still look at people who are very much so in love and just smile and be happy for them. See people who want to get married and be happy for them. Like, I try my best not to put what I'm feeling inside out into the world, because again, it's not everybody, it's not everybody's situation. Um, so why be bitter? Why be angry about some shit? You know what I'm saying? Or spread that type of energy when you know for a fact that that's not the shit that you want to consume yourself with, and you don't want to consume other people with that type of energy either. But outside of that, I was thinking about how I'm really scared. Like, this last situation got me really scared, and it kind of makes me feel like I shouldn't even attempt to try to be in anything with anyone, because I have a feeling that like they may take it as like I'm giving them a hard time, when I'm really not giving them a hard time. Like, I feel like with every relationship that I've had that has turned sour and turned into a relationship, um, with each one of them, I've learned a little bit more. Even when I thought I was really cautious, apparently I can be even more cautious. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it can be perceived as, oh, you didn't give such and such this much of a hard time, but now you want to grill me or give me the hard time. And it's like, no, like, I really don't want to do that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just like, I know a little bit more. I know better. I know how to ask certain questions. I know how to get to the root of the information that I really need to know. And now that I know how to do that, once you know better, you do better. So it's not that I'm trying to be hard on anybody, or, give them the third degree because of what I've been through. It's just I've realized that there was some things in some places I could have tightened up as it pertains to bringing another person into my life and having a relationship with a person. So that's very scary, because again, like I said, people can take it as you just being hard on them and not giving the other person a hard time, and then they don't want to deal with you. And that's fine, because at the end of the day, that weeds those people out who don't need to be in your life anyway, right? Maybe they would have caused some kind of problems or issues that you didn't need to deal with, and they weeded themselves out. You ain't have to do nothing. But then there are those people who, and this is not everybody's situation, but I know it's definitely mine. There are those people who have been in your life that have, seen you going through the ups and downs, that you vented to, you have a good relationship with, a good friendship with. And it's like, deep down, I'm gonna just speak for me instead of speaking in general. Deep down, I know for a fact that a relationship with this person would be super prosperous. Like, I wouldn't have to want for anything. I wouldn't have to ask for anything, outside of what you want from a person and what you want in a relationship in general. I wouldn't have to beg for that. I wouldn't have to deal with the stress of not having that. But what scares me is the fact that this person knows so much about me, knows what I like, what I don't like. And it's scary because I just was in a relationship with a person who basically got to know me to use it against me. Now, one thing I know for sure, and I ain't gonna say I know for sure, but one thing I feel in my heart with this person that I'm talking about, that knows a lot about me, I definitely don't feel like this person would use the information against me to hurt me or to hurt my kids. I definitely don't feel like that. But what's scary is the fact that what if me and this person was to try to be in a relationship and we both might be feeling each other, you know what I'm saying? But maybe one of us or both of us will just see after we've tried, trying to be together, like, you know what, it's really not a good fit. It's really better for us to be friends and to remain in each other's lives in that manner, but not for us to just be with each other. What if that's the case, but somebody doesn't want to give up? Somebody doesn't want to put their pride to the side and say, hey, this person's happiness really does mean enough to me to where I'm not going to jeopardize our friendship and them being in my life because I want to be with them. I'm just going to let them go and do whatever they do, and then we still can remain in each other's lives. What if that person uses the information against me to keep me because I am a good person? You know what I'm saying? I am a person that you would want to be with, or vice versa, being that I know things about this person. You know what I'm saying? I think about that. Now, that's another thought process where I'm just like, I honestly don't feel like this person would do that. I feel like if we had a conversation about what is going to scare me, or what are some fears that I have, so that, we can just kind of get that out on the table and talk about it, I feel like the conversation would be really well received. um I feel like me and the person are grown enough to understand, like, yeah, it just might be a situation where we're not really compatible like that. We thought we were, because we know a lot about each other and we know what the other person is missing in their lives. So we kind of know what to give the person. But even with me giving it to them, we're still not a good fit. I feel like if we had that conversation, it would be a very good understanding. But y'all, it's just so scary. It's just so scary when you coming out of some shit. It's scary and it's nerve wracking, because it's like, again, I don't want to. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that the sun was like not giving me what I need. I don't want to. I just don't. It's almost like I don't want to go through this process anymore of getting to know anybody. But I know this person already, so it's not a getting to know. I know you, but I know how I can be, and I know how I can try to, in a sense, try to be all that a person wants in order to keep them, because of, like, a little bit of abandonment issues for me. I don't know if I'm fully over that yet. That's why I feel like I need more time to myself to really figure out if I'm over it, and if I'm not, figure out how to get over it, because I know for a fact I can't do it with another person next to me, because I'm not going to use the person in the sense of how we know how you use people. I would use them in the sense of just them being around, being a body and being around. And that's not fair to them. It's not fair to me, but it's definitely not fair to them. And I don't want to do that. So, I love love and everything, but I'm just scared that maybe this last relationship just fucked me up bad. And I just don't want to be with anybody for the fear. But then I don't want to let fear, no part of fear, I don't want to let any of that run my life or dictate how I live my life, because then that's not fair, you know? I don't know. Have you been in a situation like this, or, know somebody in a situation like this? Is there any type of advice you can give? I feel like the best advice that I can get right now is just time. And the good thing about it, this go around, I'm sorry, I'm like all over my words. The good thing about it this go around with this person is, like, they're being very understanding to the fact that I need time. They're being very understanding to that fact. They're not trying to push anything, and they're giving me exactly what I need, and I love it, because it's allowing me to fix myself and work on myself, while also appreciating the value that they bring to my life, or that they're able to bring to my life, because I don't want this person to not be in my life ever. I had something like this when I was younger, and I feel like I should have been with that person but I didn't. I chose to not be with that person because of fear, and I knew that this person was way better than this other person. And now I feel like this situation has come all the way back around with an even better person. I just don't want to be hurt. And then outside of me being hurt, I don't want to hurt him. I would like be sick as fuck if I hurt him in any kind of way or did anything to hurt our relationship, our friendship. Like, I don't want to do that. But it's, man, it's just so much shit that I just don't want to happen. I just don't want it to happen. I want everything to happen as naturally as it can possibly happen. And I want everything to just gradually get there because I know that he has things that he needs to, probably work on as well. So I'm like, as long as we continuously keep communication, I think everything should be good. As long as we continue to be open and have good conversations, adult conversations, things should be good. And let's just see what happens because y'all, I know for a fact, if me and this person was to get in a relationship, it would probably be the best relationship I ever had. Like the one that I've been wanting. I know that. I know that. I don't know about all the particulars, but just from what we know about each other, it would be really, really good. We would cater to each other like you just wouldn't believe. And it's not even, I don't even feel like we would be catering to each other because of what we know. We would just be catering to each other because that's the type of people that we are. We're just those type of people. And I feel like we would complement each other very well. Like very well. But I'm just so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And I feel like I say, even though I'm scared of me being hurt, I'm more so afraid of hurting somebody. And it's not my intention. Or ruining a relationship. And that's not my intention. And I know this is annoying for him because it's been over 10 years. So I know this is annoying to him because he's like, just let's do this. And I'm like, I know. But yeah. And then I don't know if circumstances at this point have messed anything up. I don't think so. I don't feel like they have. It's just a lot of particulars. Just a lot of particulars. So I got to get in here and go to my appointment. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for showing up for yourself, but thank you for showing up for me as well, because you could be anywhere watching anybody, child. Anybody, that's not going to fit. You could be anywhere watching anybody, but you're here watching me, and I'm so very thankful for that. So I love you. Take care of yourself. Drink your water and mind your goddamn business. I fucking love you, bro.